always say, your business does matter. And today I have someone who is a guru. Okay, she is someone who specializes in marketing, branding, social media, content creation. And I say that she's a guru, guys, because she personally helps me out a lot. So I want to introduce everybody to Porche Maloney. Go ahead and tell everybody about yourself. Tell everybody about Design Haven and who you are and what you do.
Yes, hello everyone. So my name is Porche Maloney, and I am the founder and CEO of Design Haven Studio. So Design Haven is known as the one-stop shop for brand building solutions. So as Nicole mentioned, everything from like web design, social media content creation, overall branding, packages and consulting and all of that we assist with. If your business is in need of a promotional video or a new logo, anything of that nature, we are here to help. So specifically, emerging leaders and entrepreneurs is our primary demographic. So we are, again, just here to assist with those brand building solutions.
Absolutely. Awesome. So how long has Design Haven been around? Tell me about, like, when did you come up with the concept to, hey, like, I need to start my own business? What made you do that?
Yeah, so I call us a quarantine business baby.
All right.
Meaning that we were started more so at the start of the quarantine in 2020. So I put together just some skills that I developed over the years. I learned how to build a website almost 8 years ago in college. And, it's not just a one-man show. So as I said, we have multiple services, and I have, my team with me. One person does logos, one does, the promotional videos and all of that. But we kind of came together to form Design Haven to, again, assist folks with these type of services. So, yeah, founded in May of 2020. And because everybody, during quarantine is honing in on what they all are passionate about and specialize in, we've been able to acquire, a lot of accounts and assist a lot of different businesses that are in the newer grassroots phases. So super grateful for that. And a new perspective is definitely one of them.
Absolutely. It's so amazing how things look horrendous for 2020 when you talk about pandemic and the tremendous loss that people had, but there's also a lot of good to come out of it. And what I noticed was that people were starting businesses, right? Because they were so used to, you're going to work, but what happens when you get laid off? What happens if your hours are cut, or if you lose a loved one and something changes when it comes to your job? Why not create your own? Especially when you have something that you're good at, something that you love to do. Why not make it a business and run with that? And so I commend you. I commend you on that. And like I say, guys, I use her personally. So it may have been a quarantine business, but she knows what she's doing. So I highly, highly recommend Design Haven. And I think that another area that you just touched on there was saying, hey, I have a team. Okay. How important is that for you, to where you started the business, but you were actually able to get other people to kind of join in, so you guys can get on one accord and everybody can kind of specialize in that area that they do good in?
Yeah, for sure. So for me, it was super important just because I like to say that one-stop shop component. So I don't want to have somebody shopping around to 5 different people to handle a brand, because it kind of messes with the uniformity of it, and different color schemes, different styles and tastes and this and that. We want to be able to come in and handle your whole project.
Wow.
So for me, having the team there, we have obviously our internal meetings where this is what we want it to look like. This is the feel of it. And we have our conversations where we're all kind of on one accord. One of my wise mentors really says, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that applies to not only my clients, but then also me. Like I said, I do web design, I do the consulting, but I don't necessarily dabble in the promo video side that much. So I have, my trusted person, Desney, who does that, and, vice versa. So it definitely is just a play on all of our strengths and interests and all of that, to, again, help, simplify things for the customer or client, so that they can just, they only communicate with me, and we just kind of work it out, throughout amongst ourselves.
That's awesome. So let's talk for a minute about, why is brand building important? Tell me why you felt like, even when I'm starting this business, you said I found something that I could do, but why is this specifically important for businesses?
Yeah. So in this world of social media, in this world of, like we said, 2020 birthed a lot of businesses. And no, like your business is more than likely something that someone else offers. There isn't necessarily I'm the only person in the world that offers XYZ. So
Right.
you have to make sure that you stand out, have a solid brand and foundation, and unique identifiers and just unique selling propositions and all of that, to make sure that what you offer is your entire package. So not just like your services, but your entire look, feel. When I click on your website, do I see you? So people typically fall for the person instead of the product. So just understanding like what about your brand is personalized, is it very professional, uniform, is it inviting, welcoming, and all of that? Is it clear? Can I clearly click to the different things? Can I see what you're about? You being able to solidify yourself and build what we call the Haven equation, which is visibility, credibility, which would then equal profitability. So that credibility piece is why branding is important. So if you have all those things that I just mentioned together, that's going to be that's going to assist with you acquiring different clients and people being more in tune to hit you up for services.
That's good. And so for another question that I have is, what about someone who has a business but they don't have a website? Is having a website, let me kind of go back. Is having a website something you feel that every business needs? And if so, why is that?
Yes. Yes.
You're like, hands down, without a doubt, you need a website. I agree. I just want you to tell them why. Because I'm not the marketing person, so you want to tell them why that's important.
I don't want to be doing sales in your DM. I don't want to be, oh, click this, and then this is over here, and then I got my flyer here, and this here, and this. No. I need a succinct place, which is the website, to go to in order to see who you are and what you do. And then that's not just saying like, oh, I can throw together, something and put it out. Again, the competition and the markets now are getting intense. So you definitely need something that's going to assist with your overall professional front. And then again, something that we all know that thanks to social media and all of these things, that people's attention span goes like this. So if I have to do 20 different clicks or no clicks to get to what I need, then that's going to turn a person off. So you having a website, and not just any website, but again, a website that is professionally designed, is going to only assist your business. So making sure that you have like buttons such as book with us now, or here's where you can purchase services very clearly on there. Again, everything is in one place. It's absolutely critical. It is a must in this 2021 digital age. So absolutely critical that is like the starting base in the minimalistic part. And then it circles again back to that credibility component. You're doing business, but I can't go to a place where you talk about your business. Right. It sounds like, unfortunately, it sounds like, are we sure? I don't know. Is that trustworthy? So definitely, absolutely 100% yes to your question.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I just kind of wanted some reinforcement there, because I say that to my clients all the time. I'm like, I don't care what you do, whether you're a service provider or you have a product that you sell, you absolutely need a website, because I know for me, when I'm working with any business, guess what? The first thing I'm looking for is what's their website, so I can go look at it. So that's extremely important. And I think that a lot of people are kind of, to be honest, dissuaded or kind of pulled away from it because they're not familiar with it. They're like, I don't know how to do that. I don't, know what to do to put together a website. And that's where, your business comes in, Design Haven Studio, or you know what, I would even say just have a landing page that says, under construction, have something so that people know that you're a legitimate business. You need to have something. So, you know, I think that that element is so, you know, in the business world is something that people need to really be mindful of. What are any other tips or tricks that you might can share for people, you know, when it comes to marketing and social media and content creation?
Yeah, so that's the other side of the house. So, okay, cool. You got your website down. Now, how can I find it? Where are you advertising it? It's not just about, oh, one day I'm going to, you know, make my website and then everybody's going to find my business. You have to hop on these social platforms. So Instagram, and then decide what's best for your business. Instagram and Facebook are, you know, typically the most used, but people are making money utilizing other things such as TikTok and you know, Twitter as well. So understanding that getting into the social media game is another critical component for that visibility standpoint. So again, we talked about credibility, but now we're on the visibility side. So putting yourself out there on these social platforms, but not just in a way where it's having a strategy. So not just in a way where it's like, okay, here's my product, buy my product every day, just showing up, buy my product, do this, do that. No. You have to have, again, a strategy when you're coming to it. So as I mentioned before, people want to understand who they're buying from. So you as a founder, you as a CEO, you as the inventor of whatever it is, service you have or you know, product you've created, they want to understand and hear from you. So we know that video is one of the most effective ways. So if you want to come up with some type of content calendar where X amount of times a month you're going live, and Nicole and multiple of my other clients know that I always recommend, you know, branding these videos that you put out. So making sure that your website is at the bottom, making sure that you have your logo at the top. Different things like that to, again, solidify that this is my video. It can't be reused for any other purpose. And, you know, here is, again, the simplicity in how you can find, you know, my website to get in touch with me. These are ways to kind of that go into content creation. But then, again, maybe some days you want to put out some motivational content. So like some quotes, or if you want to, you want to, obviously, if you do sell products, you can put them out there, but do it in a way where it's not just buy me. So having people such as ourselves at Design Haven come up with some type of structure and strategy so that it is enticing and it's engaging. Because with social media, there are, you want to have scroll stopping posts, meaning that, you know, all people do is this all day. And just going, but you want to have something stand out so that they say, oh, what is this? And then, you know, that equals the likes, the comments, and then the engagement, which is always going to assist with your, you know, the algorithm of Instagram and other sites. So having that, you know, content creation strategy is definitely going to assist. And there's so much more that goes into that. You and I often talk about, you know, the color schemes that assist. So making sure that the page is in general, the whole aesthetic is on brand. So similar fonts, similar colors, all of that as a whole is going to assist, you know, and attract people to your page. So those follows will eventually turn into, given your consistency, those follows will then turn into customers and clients.
Outstanding. And that is so true. I completely agree. I know one thing that I would say to some of the clients that I've worked with, you know, you can't have it where I go to your Instagram page and it's one thing, and then I go to your Facebook page and it's one thing, and then I go to your website and it's something totally different. It's like there needs to be consistency across the board with that. And I feel like, you know, even when we began working together, it was like, hey, this is my color, this is my logo. And you just really blew it up from there. Like I told you what I wanted, the color scheme, everything, and you just made it all come together. And so people need to understand the significance of that and making sure that, you know, you are a brand and, you know, you sell products or you sell a service, but making sure that all of that comes together. And so that's very important. Now, another question I have is, what are some of the potential challenges or maybe challenges that you've seen with some of your clients in the past or present, you know, that you might want to address so people can kind of avoid as we start 2021 and we're all trying to kind of be the best that we can in our businesses?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say challenges is just that, again, a consistency component. So, people often, especially on social media, we all get busy. Some of our priorities are shifting and whatnot. So people do unfortunately fall off in terms of, their social media usage and posting and all of that. So that is one thing, especially when you're newer and you're trying to build up your followers and your visibility. You
Right.
definitely want to stay on the ball as far as being, consistent on social media. But another challenge that I say, especially because, like I said, we work with newer entrepreneurs, so people in those grassroots phases trying to figure it all out. Some of the things that I notice is just their general hesitancy. So sometimes we'll set out with a specific timeline, and for certain things like, we don't handle content writing. So we will assist with it. We will, sprucing up any language, make it website friendly, if you will. But in terms of assisting with people and their verbiage and all of that, so that they can help, so that they can, convey who they are and what they do. People kind of shy away from that, or find it challenging in general.
It
And
is.
that on that front. Yeah. So with that, one of the ways that we assist is kind of recommending that they kind of update or, expand their package so that we can help with some of that brand consulting. So seeking out that, if you are struggling, if you just kind of find yourself on like the wheel, is definitely seeking out someone that can assist with brand consulting, or even a copywriter. And some people might not be familiar with what that is, but that is a person that goes and takes, you might have a phone call and you tell them all about yourself versus you writing it, because that's just a challenge for some people. So hiring somebody that does those type of services is something that, we partner with a copywriter that we sometimes refer our clients to, and that is kind of how we help them overcome that challenge.
So now, is that a little bit different than when you say the copywriter or maybe content writer? Is that a little bit different than the content creation that you might do for, say, social media?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So content creation is simpler because there's only so many things that you can put in a post, so many words that you can put in a post. So we will assist with that. But when I say copywriter, I'm talking about going in a deep dive. So like, let's say, for example, you're a speaker and you have a press kit and you have like a package and different things where, you have to put out a lot of verbiage. Same thing with your website. You need to be very succinct in saying, who you are, what you do, but also make it very engaging and concise. The copywriters assist with that to, turn these words into cash. So those are services that people, invest in that'll last, obviously forever, that go initially on their website. Again, this is for certain people that, find it hard to talk about themselves. We have clients that, like, I'm working with a consultant right now, who offers diversity and inclusion workshops and different things of nature, but she's also a licensed therapist. So she offers sessions, as well. With her, I'm able to, start off some sentences and have, we work together to kind of fill in the blanks so that we can get her bio together. But the copywriter will kind of take everything and, write all of that verbiage for you. So very hands off for the individual.
Okay, that's really good to know. That's really good information there. Do you have anything that you would say, so for somebody who is just starting out, they have a great idea, I have a business, I got my LLC or incorporation or whatever, I'm short on funds, I can't hire out to get everybody to do everything for me, so I'm trying to figure it out, which happens a lot, right? Because a lot of people, when they start a business, funds are tight. They don't have the opportunity or the ability to pay for somebody else. what type of tools or tips would you give to that person? Because it doesn't take away from the importance, right, of they still have
Right.
to build their brand. What tips would you give them, to where, and not too many, because I want to still have it where if they are interested, I do want them to follow up and maybe book a consult with you, but just give them something now for anybody who might be watching and have a business and just say, hey, you know what, I might not can afford it right now, but I still would love to know something that I can do to help, improve my business. What would you say to that person?
Yeah, so definitely come in contact with this often. And I would say one of the helpful tips that we offer is if you're on the content creation side, definitely utilize different resources out there. Like some people sell, and we do offer this as well, kind of pre-made templates. So not necessarily having somebody customize everything for you, but if you're able to kind of carve out some time in your schedule where you can do, you can write in some like the verbiage of what you want the different posts and whatever to say. Having and buying, investing in those lower level, those lower level investments where it's already pre-made, pre-packaged, and you just do minimal edits is something that I would definitely recommend. But another thing that can help in the meantime, if you're not able to, pay out and shell out money for branding and marketing, is start collecting testimonials from people and customers and clients, because this is another way that your credibility is going to boost. So if you have the ability to ask a customer that really enjoyed your product or service, would you mind creating a short video or a written in written form to tell about our customer service, or our usage of the product, the quality of the product, and all of that. And would you come back? We actually have a formal form that we have once we're done, with the transaction. We send over a client survey form. And we utilize this and talk about the results of it in order to, again, build that credibility component. So I would say any information that helps, from any transactions that you do, that sheds positive light from your company, start collecting all of those things, and really invest time in, thinking about your USP, which is your unique selling proposition. So start building up those facts and be ready to talk about what makes you different. What is going to differentiate you between, somebody going with maybe a well-known service, or if they want, choosing your service. So having those things in the back of your head and having them ready when it's time to, convey them is going to go a long way. Because again, people fall for the person. So if you're able to, yes, you might not have the best branding, you might not be all over the place in terms of your social footprint or your digital footprint. I had a connection with you verbally. I was able to kind of hear and understand, what you do, and your overall aura and your expertise was something that, got me hooked. So that was, what people, the reason why they chose your services.
Right. That's good. That's really good. So many jewels there. And I hope anybody that's listening, again, there's certain things that you can do for your business yourself, at least to kind of get you started until you start raking in the dollars and become that millionaire that you're going to become. There's certain things that you can do, ahead of time. So it's not like, well, I don't know it, so I can't do anything. No, you can do some things. Like one thing that stood out for me was you even talking about the testimonials, and client reviews and recommendations. Man, that is so important, because not only does it give you the opportunity to have content, it also lets other people know, hey, they've used my services and they had a good experience, or they bought my lip gloss or whatever your product is and they love it. So let me look and try it too. Let me see if it works for me as well. So it's like, utilizing those reviews and utilizing the feedback that you get, the testimonials, the content, the feedback you get, that's priceless, and that doesn't cost you anything, when you get that. So good stuff. All right. So as we wrap up, tell everybody, how can they get in touch with you, Portia? Tell them about the website, you know, your handles on Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff, so that they know how to get in touch with you.
Yeah. So thank you so much for having us. So if you want to and are interested in following Design Haven Studio, we are on Instagram and Facebook at design_haven_studio, and our website is www.designhavenstudio. We are, always accepting new clients, and we also offer a free 15-minute consultation. So with that, you can go on our website, which is www.designhavenstudio, and we can chat about some of your brand building goals for your business.
Hey, listen, that's it right there, everybody. I, again, cannot recommend Portia and Design Haven Studio enough. I've worked with her personally. She has been exceptional with my business. And so I know that she will work with you and do the best that she can with yours. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, this is Your Business Matters. It's a series that I'm doing, just trying to help businesses out, because we all need to help each other. So Your Business Matters. I'm going to be coming back again in another week or two. I have someone that's going to help with government contracting. I mean, I'm just trying to find anybody who might be able to help, businesses to grow and to build one another up. So that's the point. That's the plan. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Dr. Nicole Ross here with New Perspective Consulting Services. I got to remember to say that.
Yes.
And the website, www.newpcs.org. That's it. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and everybody, y'all have a great day. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Bye.